So, Austin, how much do things have to change if you don't have your normal 3 tight ends, and we know you won't have at least there?
Yeah, no, valid question. I mean, it's no secret we love running trio. We love being in bigger sets. It's been an advantageous personnel group for us throughout the year. I mean, it's the NFL this time of the year. I mean, some guys go down, and I mean, this, with the state of affairs, with things past couple of years, this is something that has to be an adjustment as well. So I mean, it's the beauty of it. Next man up. I mean, we all got to do what we got to do. Blake, we got extra linemen that come in and give us good jumbo looks and do things like that when we want to get into those types of deals. But yeah, I mean, just next guy up. We got to keep rolling.
Do you think defenses have figured you guys out? When you look at the point production the last, 7 weeks or so.
I mean, fair question. I mean, I think it just comes down to execution. I mean, we just got to execute at a higher level. I mean, that's me. That's everybody. So I mean, I really think it's more of that than defenses, calling out our plays. I mean, I've been around defenders who've done that before. I wouldn't say teams that we played necessarily had a beat on us all the game. I mean, there's some tendencies that we do have, just like every other team has, and it's the beauty of where we're at. Just take a look at yourself, do some self-scout, and realize, where we're at, what things can we, disguise a little better. But I mean, it's the National Football League. The defenders are really smart. Sometimes they guess right, but I mean, most of the time we've been able to run our offense the way we want.
Why do you think Kevin likes that 13 personnel so much? Obviously, you like it because you're tight end.
For sure.
Why do you think Kevin loves it?
It just forces the defense to show their hand. I mean, do they want to put big people in there? Do we want to stay base? Do they want to go small? It just really forces, with that drastic change of personnel, it forces the defense and the coordinator to put personnel to match that. And based off what they do personnel-wise, we have a counter off of it. So that would be my answer.
A lot of times teams have gotten hot in December and ridden it out. What gives you confidence that this team can be one?
I think just being around here, it's the latest bye week I ever had. I mean, to be honest with you, just the past couple games, it looked like, we were just out of gas, man. I mean, it was the latest bye week I've ever had, latest bye week a lot of these coaches have ever had. I've never had a December bye week. So, I mean, it was good to just unplug, rest. I mean, there's a lot of ailments that people are going through that never hear the light of day. So having that was just awesome to just, get your legs back under you again, get some juice back there. We can run, feel good. So, I mean, just being out there feeling good again out on the football field alone helps.
Last year, you guys turned it on after the bye. And, obviously, Coach Stefanski and Van Pelt and Baker and some of the other guys have talked about how crucial that was. Do you get a sense that you guys are able to make adjustments that could have that bye be as productive this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely think just being in the building the past couple of days, just seeing, can't really go too deep into it with you guys here, but it's been awesome seeing the stuff that we've done through self-scout, seeing where we're at, seeing things that we do really well, see areas of improvement, and just having a clear plan, a clear vision of what we need to do to get to where we want to be.
When you said a couple minutes ago you guys were out of gas. So you feel energy.
I mean, out of gas, just like beat up. I mean, playing. I mean, go from training camp straight into what? How many games? 14 weeks. I mean, it's just natural. I mean, I don't got to tell you guys. I mean, just wear and tear, running into people at 20 miles an hour, it chips away at you for a certain percentage every week. So having a week to just get off your feet, relax. A lot of ailments that the media don't know about gets to be healed up. A lot of ailments that guys are dealing with privately themselves get to heal up. So I mean, that's what I mean by out of gas. Just guys are saying, it's NFL. You're gonna play banged up. So coming off a bye week where you get to heal up is huge.
How about having 3 divisional games in the final 5?
Absolutely, it's beautiful. I mean, it's no secret. If you want to go to your ultimate goal, which is postseason, you got to win your division. And I think it's awesome how the NFL shaped our schedule for us to, go against our greatest rivals at the end of the year when it matters the most. It's time, if you want to be the team that you want to be, this is the time where we got to go out there and show what we're made of.
Do you feel like you get kind of a leg up in your cup this week because you kind of did all the work a couple weeks ago for Baltimore? There's obviously one game to add. Is there a little edge there?
No question. In terms of familiarity, playing those guys so soon and then having a week to, get off your feet, relax, recuperate, and unplug a little bit from it, but understanding that you're going against the same guys you went against a couple weeks prior. It allows a certain level of familiarity there, and certain comfort level there. Like I don't expect them to completely restructure their defense in that next 2 weeks, whether Marlon Humphrey's out or not. I mean, their defense is their defense. So in that sense, it was awesome to have a sense of what they're going to do, because they haven't changed that much in the past 2 weeks.
Also, I want to ask you about Clowney. We obviously see him play. I don't know if you've gotten to know him very well through practice and lining up against each other. Just, what's he like, and how good is he as a player? You block a lot of these guys.
No question. He's a competitor. He's very strong hands. Like, that's the thing with him. Like, if you go against him, can't really let him get his paws on you, because once he does, he's very strong and very long. So once he extends you, it's very hard to maintain pressure on him as a blocker. And I'm not, thank the good Lord, I'm not against him in pass pro, but it'll be a question for the offensive lineman. But just speaking purely on the run game, his athleticism, his quickness, his pad level, and his strength are what makes him who he is.
And David put out a couple tweets last night saying didn't feel anything, so it seems like he's feeling okay. Have you been able to talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I reached out to him, make sure he's okay first and foremost. Forget the football component, but yeah, I mean, he texted me back saying I feel perfectly fine. So I mean, I was, as his buddy, I was happy to hear that he's doing fine. Hopefully he goes through these next couple of tests with no issues, and we'll welcome David back in the building here soon. But I know as much as you guys at this point.
Okay. And then obviously the guy over there, Baker. Obviously a lot of attention on Baker because he's the quarterback, as we know. And
absolutely.
Andrew Berry, he talked to us last week, and he was saying that he thinks Baker can play his best ball down the stretch in the final 5 games. What do you think about that? What's your sense for Baker? And
I mean, everyone in this building believes in him, and I mean, again, like I touched on the bye week. I mean, no matter where you stand with anything, anybody on any side of the media, you can't ever question Bake's toughness, and for him to have a week to just heal up alone is huge. And we all believe in him. We have believed in him. We'll continue to believe in him. He's the leader of our football team, so I mean, we're ready to watch him be him.